Hello and welcome to this video lesson Chemical Thermodynamics and Energetics Part 2. In this video lesson, we are going to discuss process and types of processes, work of pressure volume type, derivation for pressure volume type work, concept of free expansion, numericals based on pressure volume work. Let us begin with the definition of the process. The path of operations by which a system changes from one state to another state is called process. Different types of thermodynamic processes are isochoric process, isobaric process, isothermal process, adiabatic process, reversible process, and irreversible process. Let us discuss these processes one by one. Isochoric process. A process in which volume of the system remains constant during each step of change is known as isochoric process. If V1 is the initial volume of the system and V2 is the final volume of the gaseous system, then change in volume delta V is equal to V2 minus V1. For isochoric process, as volume remains constant, V1 is equal to V2 and therefore we have delta V is equal to 0. Isobaric process. A process in which pressure of the system remains constant during each step of change is known as isobaric process. If P1 is the initial pressure and P2 is the final pressure of the gaseous system, then change in pressure delta P is equal to P2 minus P1. For isobaric process, as P1 is equal to P2, delta P is equal to 0. Isothermal process. A process in which temperature of the system remains constant during each step of change is known as isothermal process. If T1 is the initial temperature and T2 is the final temperature of the gaseous system, then change in temperature delta T is equal to T2 minus T1. During isothermal process, as T1 is equal to T2, we have delta T is equal to 0. If U1 is the initial internal energy and U2 is the final internal energy of the gaseous system, then change in internal energy delta U is equal to U2 minus U1. Internal energy is a function of absolute temperature. When there is no change in the temperature, there is no change in the internal energy. Therefore, U1 is equal to U2, and in case of isothermal process, we have delta U also equal to 0. Adiabatic process. A process which neither absorbs heat from the surrounding nor it gives heat to the surrounding is known as adiabatic process. Adiabatic process is carried out under isolated conditions. In adiabatic process, heat transfer is equal to 0. If Q is a symbol for heat transfer, then for adiabatic process, we have Q is equal to 0. Let us discuss a 2-mark question. Distinguish between isothermal process and adiabatic process. In isothermal process, there is an exchange of heat between system and surrounding. But in case of adiabatic process, there is no exchange of heat between system and surrounding. In isothermal process, the temperature of the system remains constant. In adiabatic process, temperature of the system does not remain constant. In case of isothermal process, heat supplied is used for the mechanical work. In adiabatic process, mechanical work is done at the cost of internal energy. Always remember, in case of adiabatic expansion, internal energy of the system decreases, and in case of adiabatic compression, internal energy of the system increases. In isothermal process, internal energy remains constant. In adiabatic process, internal energy does not remain constant. In isothermal process, enthalpy of the system remains constant. In adiabatic process, enthalpy of the system does not remain constant. Example of isothermal process is fusion of ice. Example of adiabatic process is expansion of a gas in a vacuum. Reversible process. A process in which driving force is infinitesimally greater than the opposing force and the direction of the process can be reversed by increasing the opposing force infinitesimally is known as reversible process. The meaning of the word infinitesimally is infinite small or very very small. Irreversible process. A process in which driving force differs from opposing force by a large magnitude and the direction of the process cannot be reversed by increasing opposing force infinitesimally is known as irreversible process. Distinguish between reversible and irreversible process. In reversible process, acting and opposing force differ by infinitesimally small quantity. In irreversible process, opposing force is always much less than the acting force and the difference is measurable. In reversible process, there is equilibrium at every instant. In irreversible process, there is no equilibrium during the process. Reversible process is infinitesimally slow. Irreversible processes are fast. Reversible process is not natural process. It is a theoretical concept. It is necessary to arrange reversible process artificially. There is a natural tendency for irreversible process to take place. Irreversible processes are spontaneous. In case of reversible process, the course of the process can be changed. For irreversible process, it is difficult to change the course of the process. Maximum work is obtained because acting force and opposing force are nearly equal. In irreversible process, maximum work cannot be obtained because opposing force is much smaller than acting force. Example of reversible process: reversible and isothermal expansion of an ideal gas. Example of irreversible process: flow of water from higher level to lower level, diffusion of gases. Work of pressure volume type. The work done, which is due to expansion or compression of a gas against constant opposing pressure P, is known as pressure volume type work or mechanical work. If P1 is the initial pressure and P2 is the final pressure of the gaseous system, then change in pressure delta P is equal to P2 minus P1. Similarly, if V1 is the initial volume and V2 is the final volume of the gaseous system, then change in volume delta V is equal to V2 minus V1. In SI system, the unit of work, heat and energy are expressed in terms of joules. 1 joule is equal to Newton meter. Here is a table of conversion. If we want to convert erg to joule, then multiply by 10 raised to minus 7. If we want to convert calorie to joule, multiply 4.184. If we want to convert liter atmosphere to joule, multiply 101.32. IUPAC sign conventions for the work. The work done during expansion when final volume V2 is greater than initial volume V1, then W is negative. Work done during compression when final volume V2 is less than initial volume V1, W is positive. Let us derive the expression for irreversible expansion or spontaneous expansion of a gas, or show that W is equal to minus P delta V. Mechanical work is done whenever there is a change in the volume of a gas. Consider an ideal gas taken in a cylinder having cross-sectional area A. Let the cylinder be fitted with weightless and frictionless piston. Let the gas expands from initial volume V1 to final volume V2 against external pressure Pex. Note this P external is different than this P. We know that the gaseous molecules are always in a state of random motion. During their motion, gas molecules they collide on the walls of container, and therefore gases they exert pressure. Here this P is the internal pressure exerted by the gas molecules on the wall of this piston. For this derivation, we are going to concern this Pex, that is the external pressure. During the expansion, piston will move upwards through a distance d. This d is the displacement of the piston from initial volume V1 to final volume V2. Consider work done is equal to opposing force into displacement. Therefore, work done is equal to force into displacement. We know that pressure is force per unit area. Therefore, pressure is equal to force upon area equal to F by A. Therefore, force is equal to P external into A, where P external is a pressure of this piston and A is the cross-sectional area of the cylinder. Substituting, we get W is equal to P external into A into D. but cross-sectional area A into displacement of the pistons is equal to volume delta V through which the gas expands. Therefore, W is equal to minus P external into change in volume delta V. Therefore, W is equal to minus P delta V. Negative sign indicates the expansion of a gas. Let us discuss the concept of free expansion. A free expansion is an expansion against zero opposing force. Example, expansion of a gas in a vacuum. The work done by a system during expansion is given by the equation W is equal to P external into change in volume delta V. This negative sign indicates expansion. This equation indicates that work done depends upon external pressure, that is opposing force. When the gas expands in vacuum, the external pressure is 0. Therefore, P external is equal to 0. Hence, W is equal to 0. No work done when the gas expands freely in the vacuum. Therefore, it is known as free expansion. Let us discuss numericals based on the formula W is equal to external pressure into delta V. Calculate the work done when 2 moles of an ideal gas expands from 1 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube to 11 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube at a constant pressure of 1 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square at 300 Kelvin. Given initial volume V1 is equal to 1 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube. Final volume V2 is equal to 11 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube. External pressure is equal to 1 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. Number of moles is equal to 2 and temperature is equal to 300 Kelvin. The formula we are going to use is W is equal to P external into V2 minus V1. Substituting the values, negative sign indicates expansion. 1 into 10 raised to 5 into 11 into 10 raised to minus 3, which is the value for V2, minus 1 into 10 raised to minus 3, which is the value for V1. Simplifying, we get the answer. Work done of expansion is equal to minus 1000 joules. Calculate the final volume in meter cube. If work done is 1.515 kilojoules during the expansion of 15.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube of an ideal gas against the pressure of 2.02 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. Given initial volume V1 is equal to 15.5 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube. Work done is equal to 1.515 kilojoules. We are going to solve the numericals in SI system. So let us convert these kilojoules to joules. While converting kilojoules to joules, the multiplication factor is 10 raised to 3. Therefore, W we are going to substitute 1.515 into 10 raised to 3 joules. External pressure is given 2.02 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square, and we are going to calculate final volume. W is equal to minus P delta V. Substituting, W is equal to minus 1.515 into 10 raised to minus 3 is equal to pressure minus 2.02 into 10 raised to 5 V2 we are going to calculate, and initial volume 15.5 into 10 raised to minus 3. Simplifying, we get the final volume in meter cube is 23 into 10 raised to minus 3. Remember, here the work of expansion is given. Therefore, according to sign convention, the W we have substituted minus 1.515 into 10 raised to minus 3. What is the constant external pressure needed to compress an ideal gas from 23 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube to 8 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube while doing the work of 4.545 kilojoules? Given initial volume V1 is equal to 23 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube, final volume 8 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube, work is equal to 4.545 kilojoules. Let us convert this kilojoules to joule. The multiplication factor is 10 raised to 3. Here the work of compression is given, therefore W is positive. We are going to find out final pressure in Newton per meter square. W is equal to minus P delta V. Substituting W is equal to 4.545 into 10 raised to 3 is equal to minus value for pressure we are going to calculate. Final volume V2 8 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube. Initial volume V1 23 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube. Simplifying, we get pressure is equal to 3.03 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. Calculate the work in calories and joules if 5 moles of an ideal gas are compressed at 310 Kelvin from 10 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube to 5 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube against a constant pressure of 1.515 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. Given number of moles is equal to 5, temperature is 310 Kelvin, initial volume 10 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube, final volume 5 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube, external pressure P is equal to 1.515 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square, and work we are going to find out in calories. First we are going to find out work done in joules and then we are going to convert it into calories. W is equal to minus P delta V. Substituting, for pressure 1.515 into 10 raised to 5, final volume V2 5 into 10 raised to minus 3 minus initial volume 10 into 10 raised to minus 3. Simplifying, we get W is equal to 7.575 into 10 raised to 2 joules. Let us convert joules to calories. While converting joules to calories, the division factor is 4.184. Therefore, W is equal to 7.575 into 10 raised to 2 divided by 4.184, which is equal to 181.04 calories. Note, in this case, the work is the work of compression and therefore the sign for W is positive.